15-Minute Mondays, your kickstart to week high-energy 15-minute episode on the Success Blueprint. I'm your host, Daniel Greg Johnson. Let's get right into it. Hello everybody, welcome back on the Success Blueprint. It is 15-Minute Monday time, your quick high-energy episode for the week. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend, that you're on the way to gym, on the way to work, that you're energized for the week. Let's get right into it. But thank you for being back. Thank you for being back at the Success Blueprint. I'm really excited. My health is good. I'm recovering nicely, 3 weeks post-op hip replacement, and everything is going well. I'm almost off the crutches, going to gym, everything is great. So just wanted to give you a little update. Let's talk about creative intelligence, the untapped power of logic plus imagination, because you can have both of them. You don't need to decide. You can integrate them. And that's what I want to talk to you about today in this episode of the 15-Minute Monday. Because what if I told you the smartest people aren't the ones with the highest IQ? They're the ones who know how to think like scientists and dream like artists at the same time. That's a big one right here. We've been taught most of our life to separate logic from creativity. One is serious, the other is soft. One belongs in boardrooms and the other into studios. But that separation is the real problem. It's not true, it's not reality. Today we're flipping that outdated model upside down. Because the people who are changing the world, they're not choosing sides between logic and imagination. They're blending both to build empires, solve crises, and unlock ideas that no one else can see. If you've ever felt like your creative side wasn't professional enough, or your strategic mind lacked vision, well, this episode will blow open your definition of intelligence and show you how to think like a next generation leader, entrepreneur, thought leader, whatever you want to call it, or even just you being more you and more authentic. So what is the real problem here? We live in a world that rewards specialists and penalizes integrators. Schools teach us either to be analytical or artistic. Workplaces divide creatives from data people. And leaders are told to either focus on the numbers or inspire with vision, not both. This creates silos inside our own minds. It's why brilliant thinkers often get stuck, why leaders burn out trying to choose between data and intuition, and why teams stay stagnant instead of breaking through to innovation. We're operating at half power and calling it excellence. Can you see where the problem lies? Well, what's the cost and consequences here? When logic and imagination are divorced, real damage follows. Ideas lack soul. You get clever strategies with zero emotional resonance. Creativity becomes ungrounded because you get inspiring pitches that never get executed. Teams misfire. The data-driven folks don't trust the dreamers, and the creatives feel misunderstood and underutilized. Leaders split their identity. You either become the visionary with no follow-through or the operator with no magnetic vision. Barely are there companies out there that get the balance right and also support to find that right balance. And the worst of all, we miss our greatest potential, the fusion point where imagination meets insight and creates true transformation. And how can you change that? Well, let me give you a 5-step framework with some clear action steps that you can use right now to make the change and make the difference. Not only for yourself, but for your team, for your colleagues, in your own business, no matter what. Number 1, diagnose your default thinking bias. Do you lean more toward logic or imagination under pressure? And then ask yourself, do I seek structure before vision? Do I trust facts more than feelings? Or the other way around? When solving problems, do I narrow or expand? And the action that you then take, journal 3 recent decisions. Highlight whether they were logic or intuition driven. Notice the patterns. Step number 2, rewire your inputs. Creative intelligence requires diverse data sources. Feed both hemispheres of your brain. I want you to do this. For logic, read scientific journals, study frameworks, analyze models. For imagination, read fiction, explore visual art, daydream with intention. And what action can you take? Create a weekly opposite input ritual. If you're a logical dominant thinker, schedule 30 minutes for unstructured creative exploration. And vice versa. Step number 3, Practice thought fusion. Start solving problems using both structured logic and open-ended ideation. What's a framework for that? The if, then, what if. If logic-based insight, you can use whatever you want, is true. Then the reasonable outcome is likely. But what if creative twist or reframe changed everything? What action can you take? Apply this one challenge this week. Don't stop at rational conclusion. Push into absurd, bold possibilities. Step number 4, build cross-domain fluency. High-level thinkers draw parallels across discipline. That's how breakthroughs happen. You need to learn to translate metaphors into strategy, use storytelling to explain data, and blend the disciplines like architecture plus psychology or tech plus empathy. What action can you take here to make the difference? Once a week, read or watch something from outside your field and ask yourself, how can this apply to what I do? And step number 5, embed it into identity. I want you to stop saying I'm not creative or I'm just a numbers person. That's an outdated identity trap. That's a self-limiting belief, self-fulfilling prophecy. Instead, affirm, I think in layers. I combine precision with possibility. My strength is integration. And the action you can take here is create a one-sentence identity mantra that includes both logic and imagination. Repeat it before decision-making moments. This is important. And what's the deeper meaning of all of this? Why does this matter? Creative intelligence is the future of human leadership. AI can beat us at pure logic. It can even mimic creativity, but it can't do what only integrated humans can. Feel, dream, and decide with layered context, nuance, and soul. And it will maybe come, but it doesn't matter. We have to keep doing this because we are the humans. The true revolution is not becoming more logical or more creative. It's becoming whole. That's the point here. If you look at Steve Jobs, he combined calligraphy with computing to create the first Macintosh. Design plus data equals Apple. Shonda Rhimes blends narrative, psychology, and analytics to produce hit after hit. And if you look at Elon Musk, the crazy man, things like a physicist and a sci-fi writer. Engineering plus imagination equals SpaceX and Tesla. That's how it goes. In each case, the breakthrough didn't come from staying in one lane. It came from synthesis. And that's important that you understand. Let me give you some advanced strategies. Some cognitive reframing. Use lateral thinking to bypass mental blocks. When you're stuck, ask yourself, what would this look like in nature? How would a poet solve this? What's the opposite of the obvious answer? That's as simple as it is. I want to give you a neuroscience note. Studies show that default mode network, the DMN, activates when we're daydreaming or imagining. And it's essential for problem solving. You need it. So yes, structured daydreaming literally makes you smarter. So use it. Don't block it. Don't push it away. A tool for that? Creative constraints. Impose time, space, or material limits when brainstorming. Constraints paradoxically increase creative output by forcing inventive pathways. That's as simple as it is. And let me give you your weekly challenge for immediate implementation. Create one idea using both brain modes. Step 1, pick a real-life challenge. Personal or business, doesn't matter. Step number 2, write 3 logical solutions using only facts and frameworks. Step number 3, write 3 absurd or imaginative solutions using metaphor or story. Step number 4, combine one from each side into a hybrid solution. And step number 5, implement one version this week. If you use this 5-step framework, let me tell you, it's going to expand your thinking. I play this game with my clients in coaching all the time. It is powerful. Please give yourself a couple of minutes and half an hour or something like that and try it out. You will be surprised. This is shocking. It will change your life. It will change the way that you think. So get it done. Are you a doer or are you a don'ter? That's as simple as the question can be. So my call to action for you today, if this episode made your brain light up, I want you to share it with someone who needs a creative reboot. I want you to take the podcast link, copy it into WhatsApp Messenger, into Facebook Messenger, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you communicate, share it with 3 people. That's all that I ask you. Follow the show, leave a review, and also, visit our sponsor, Doc Marty Mushrooms, to fuel your cognitive clarity naturally. You can head over to docmarty.com. His products are incredible. Also, a completely new range for kids. It's really, really great. Don't miss it. And if you use the code DAN20, DAN20, you get an exclusive to the Success Blueprint podcast 20% discount on your first purchase. Head over to docmarty.com. Please support this man. His passion and his products are absolutely incredible. And if you're looking for personalized coaching, leadership coaching, team coaching, peak performance coaching, you can reach out to me on social media or head over to mindworks.biz. Reach out to me. I got personalized programs. I also have an app that you can sign up for, and then you can do self-paced exercises. I got many 30-day pathways to overcome procrastination, to be a better leader, to have a fantastic team. There is so much there to do. I got toolkits and guides that will help you change your life around. My clients, they do it diligently. They love it. And the lives that we changed over the last 2 years, it has been an incredible journey. So I want you to join the tribe. Decide whether you are a doer or a don'ter. I hope that you know from which movie that is. And that's it. I'm going to leave you with one thought. You're not here to pick a side. You're here to become the kind of thinker the world hasn't seen before. Creative, precise, wild, clear. The leader who doesn't just solve problems, but reinvents what's possible. Because when you learn to think with both halves of your brain, there are no limits left. And this is not just for the leader, this is for the business owner, the entrepreneur, the partner, the friend. It doesn't matter. Leveling up will help you in all areas of life. And that was it from my side. I hope that you had a fantastic time. This was quick and easy and powerful. I hope that you have a fantastic week. This was Daniel Craig Johnson, your host on the Success Blueprint, with my promise, I'll be back. Take care, tribe.